All right, what's up, Global Issues and Trends class? This is a video for October 10th for Tuesday. One of the things that I have to do, not only as your professor, but also as the Dean of Level College, is participate in all of the trustee meetings. And so we have a trustee meeting for New Orleans Baptist Seminary and also for Level College that coincides with Tuesday, October 10th. So that's where I'm going to be. And so that's why we don't necessarily have class. We just have this particular video to kind of help you guys out. As you can see, you're looking at right now just the course outline for the syllabus. And check it out. Look at all that we've kind of gone through already. We've gone through those conflicts, globalization, talking about population trends, the state of global Christianity, the number one issue in the world with regard to global issues and trends, which is lostness. I really like that time where we looked at the pandemic and its implications. And then we started to look at migration, immigration, and refugees. And then had some conversations with regarding urbanization. So that's everything that we've done so far regarding this class before fall break. Some of the assignments that you've been doing already, which is a biblical basis report on lostness and the unevangelized. You did a short book review of a short book on global transmission and global mission. And then you've done that again for that one book, Seeking Refuge, as well as looking at the biblical understanding of the sojourner, the refugee, the migrant, that particular aspect. And you remember I showed you mine to try and help you guys out with that. We are now on to the topic of poverty. We're going to address that in addition to inequality and the wealth gap on Thursday's class, during Thursday's class. But this is the only thing that you're going to have to do for today. I'm going to extend the deadline for your biblical basis report to be the end, meaning midnight of October 10th. That's when it is due. So technically it would be due right before class at 9:30 Central on October 10th. But since we're not meeting, I'm letting you look at this video and just take a brief understanding that, hey, you've got the next one that is due. So what is the next one? It's these biblical basis report. And you're addressing really wealth and poverty. Focus on the poor. Focus on poverty. What does the Bible say about it? And so you can't see it right now, but for me, I'm already gravitating towards Logos. So I'm looking on my screen right here for Logos that I use constantly, and I'm getting a good concept, a biblical concept of what poverty is, the approach to a biblical perspective on the poor, on poverty, and then it's starting to give me some key passages, right? So I'm collecting key passages that I can see through that. If you just use simple Google, you're going to be able to go to, for example, World Vision has a great little blurb about what does the Bible say about poverty. So if you visited worldvision.org, you're going to get verses that show you God's heart for the poor, God's commands to care for the poor, and then blessings for people who serve the poor, and then also God's identification with the poor. So these are just great verses for you to add into this biblical basis report, which is a resource for you. It's not a resource for me. I'm grading it and I'm giving you a grade. But I want this to be stored away in like a Google Drive or something like that that can be very beneficial for you as a minister of the gospel, as a person who lives out the gospel in your everyday life. So there's something that's going on there. In addition to that, you can go to compassion.com. Compassion.com also has a lot of verses that you can incorporate. So collect them. Collect all the verses for this assignment, this biblical basis report on wealth and poverty. Collect all these verses. Put them together. Create a list for yourself. And then start to compile some insights that you can just be very confident that the Word of God says this about poverty, about the poor. Factor into it wealth as well, if you'd like to, so that you can really function I mean, look, I was just picking up a rental car, and here in the city of New Orleans, poverty just hits you in the face every time you leave. Anytime you're around here, it just hits you in the face. What are we to do about it? Are we to make our own judgments and assessments as to the nature by which we minister to the poor, relate to the poor? Or should we really be biblically informed on how to approach it? I pray that this particular exercise, this assignment, will just increase your compassion, because this will always be an issue. Until the Lord returns, poverty, the poor amongst us, we are poor, spiritually speaking, and in great need of Christ. That it'll always be a present reality, and we want to do something about it, okay? So this is the course outline. This is the end of this particular video. Hopefully this is doing nothing but giving you an opportunity to focus on that. And one more thing, because we're not meeting, you will not have a class quiz assigned for 10-10. So there won't be a quiz related to today. There will be a quiz for Thursday. So blessings, guys. You'll probably see this video maybe even before fall break ends, so it gives you opportunity to really jump on that assignment. Really loving the class. I'm grateful for all of you and your participation in it. Let's keep persevering so that we can use all of this for King Jesus and for his kingdom. All right, God bless.